The Historic Preservation Act was an act to establish a program for the preservation of other historic properties throughout the nation and for other purposes. It was approved in October 15, 1966. The first advertising for historical preservation was the first film, and it was released in 1968, and it was about how we will know it's us, like how the future will know that we created these buildings. And it inspired people to come into the movement of historic preservation. The Historic Preservation Act allowed local governments to decide what site will be eligible for registration. This was decided because it was agreed that local communities should decide which sites are historic to them and to the nation as a whole, and they were able to determine its significance and importance.
Hopkins started building a mansion for him and his wife in 1875. It took 3 years to complete, and he would pass away before its completion. But the enormous home was truly a sight to see. It was located at the top of Nob Hill in San Francisco, close to the homes of other three founders of the railroad. Mark Hopkins was known as one of the Big Four in San Francisco. In the late 19th century, he was one of the founders of the Central Pacific Railroad. Hopkins chose to build his mansion on the fashionable Nob Hill, where his fellow multimillionaires also resided. What? The mansion was a showpiece, which anyone can tell from the photographs. It survived the 1906 earthquake, but sadly was destroyed in the fire that followed in days after.